What is a true fact that sounds like a conspiracy theory? The dolphin LSD experiment. NASA put a woman in a room that was flooded up to her hips and let a dolphin loose in there to live with her in order to attempt to teach the dolphin to speak English, and LSD was later used on the dolphin to see if it had some kind of reaction and if it affected its speech lessons. You forgot the best part, where apparently the dolphin was constantly horny, so the lady had to keep jerking it off. It's even better than that, because before it got to that, they used to bring in a female dolphin for conjugal visits, but the scientists decided that interacting with another dolphin would have a negatively impact on his ability to learn. It was actually the women who was in there with the dolphin who decided that, because it was annoying to keep sending the dolphin down to the females, she would take it upon herself to start relieving him. Then they were separated due to funding, and the dolphin killed itself a week or two later. Someone else posted it here. Dolphins don't breathe automatically like humans because of the amount of time they spend underwater. Dolphins can commit suicide by simply choosing not to breathe. In that Cove documentary about the Japanese slaughtering dolphins, the trainer for the original Flipper shares his story about the poor conditions the dolphin lived in and how he chose to stop breathing in his arms. The reason only the orange variety of carrots is widely available is because the Dutch like the color orange. They leverage their powerful trade networks to make it so. Saddam Hussein was given the key to the city of Detroit, and he didn't even try unlocking it once. What a waste. Project Azorian. Project Azorian was a US Central Intelligence Agency (CIA) project to recover the sunken Soviet submarine K-129 from the Pacific Ocean floor in 1974, using the purpose-built ship whose Glomar Explorer at a cost of about $800 million, or $4 billion today. Take a giant cargo ship, hack a secret hatch in the bottom of it big enough to fit a submarine, and rig up an enormous grappling hook. Then go submarine fishing. Oh, and U.S. military donates 2 more powerful than Hubble telescopes to NASA, out of the blue. Key fact: 1 and 2 are not only equipped with the same 7.9 foot mirrors as is the Hubble, they're also fitted with secondary mirrors that improve focusing. Yeah. The DOD got bored with having 2 more advanced than Hubble top secret telescopes on the shelf, so casually donated them to NASA. In 2012. Johnson & Johnson knew there was asbestos in baby powder for 40 years. The CIA ran experiments with LSD at McGill University in Montreal. Hey, it was the Cold War. If you weren't experimenting with LSD, you weren't trying. For a long time, there were theories that the egg industry, just as a whole, wanted to take down the vegan mayo brand Just Mayo. They felt threatened by the brand, since it basically tastes exactly like the real thing, but without the egg that the industry relies on. It was regarded as a conspiracy theory, and there was no way the egg industry would all band together and try to take down a single vegan mayo brand. Until, in 2016, emails were leaked and showed that yeah, they were banded together and were trying to take down Just Mayo. Some of the emails showed that some of their representatives talking with a rep from Whole Foods about how they could easily pull the brand as a whole from shelves. As far as conspiracy theories go, it's pretty mild, but still wild, because it's fing eggs. The US conducted a fake vaccination drive to find Osama bin Laden. The US government tested drugs and chemical weapons on its own soldiers and various animals during the Cold War at the Edgewood Arsenal facility. It's also where we got bulletproof vests and some vaccines. If you want to ruin your day, look up Bad Trip to Edgewood. GM bought the electric rail car system, then destroyed the tracks. The US government did biological warfare testing on the public in San Francisco. There was also the Green Run, where they intentionally released radiation in Washington state in 1949. My dad's friend, born in 1946, from high school, grew up in Richland, which is downwind of Hanford. He died of cancer in his late 50s, just like 3 of his siblings. The FBI was constantly stalking Ernest Hemingway, and that led to his suicide. But why? Ernie liked to travel to Cuba. Cuba even made a stamp of Hemingway. Hemingway, being extremely popular and a world-class writer, could very quickly and effectively sway public opinion, if he wanted to, by publishing a well-written book or essay. The FBI didn't want any surprises. The Hawaiian royalty was toppled by a fruit company, Dole. Fruit companies did all sorts of crazy and terrible shit. There's a reason we have the term Banana Republic. It originally referred to puppet governments installed by mostly US-based fruit companies to exploit cheap labor and land in prime fruit growing regions. And now it's a chain of stores that sells overpriced clothes. Project Sunshine, in which the US government, in the wake of dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ordered a major study to better understand the effects of radiation exposure/nuclear fallout on the human body. So an international network of agents was recruited to locate recently deceased children and steal body parts from them to use for testing. Both the US and Russia use dolphins and whales to spy on countries. Edit. The US also uses seals as in the animals for protection at some of their marine bases. And thank you for so many upvotes. Like, now, I know they tested shit a while back. Can I get some more info? Yeah. Norway found one just last weekend.